It's one of the ways that I was like, maybe I am pregnant. I was like, oh my God, I'm actually pregnant. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Sana and I make motherhood videos. Now I will be making pregnancy videos too. I currently have two little boys. They are 4.5 and 1.5. I have wanted to make pregnancy updates since I had my firstborn and I never did. Very happy to be making this video. How I knew I was pregnant. I have known I was pregnant all 3 times. I suspected. I don't actually know. Times I suspected and I was wrong. There are things that happen that make me suspect that I'm pregnant. It's actually been pretty similar in all 3 of my pregnancies. Pregnancies have been very different. Interesting that my early symptoms are usually kind of the same. I ramble on, as usual. I'm running out of daylight. I will try to make this quick. Whenever I say that, my videos end up being so long. So I found out I was pregnant when I was 8 DPO because I am obsessive. I like to test like every day just to see whether I'm pregnant or not. My past 2 pregnancies I have found out at 9 DPO, and they've been very obvious, clear lines at 9 DPO. Also put up how I told my husband I'm pregnant, so I'll link that up here so you guys can see. And it was really fun because I did it through a Zara haul with my 4-year-old, and then at the bottom of the box I put a little onesie. Not what you're here for. You're here to know before I found out I was pregnant. During my 2-week wait, one of my first symptoms was a sore throat. I've had this now in all 3 of my pregnancies. I don't know why, but about 3 or 4 DPO, I always get a sore throat. It develops into a cold. I thought it was maybe a coincidence the past 2, but this is the 3rd time. I did look it up, and cold symptoms can be a sign of early pregnancy. It's one of the ways that I was like, maybe I am pregnant. The other way that I knew that I was pregnant was a lot of cramping. It was too early to get my period because I was getting cramping from pretty much like 3 or 4 DPO. It just felt like something was going on in there. I normally get period pain, so you know what it feels like. So I was like, it's a bit suspicious. Another major sign was that I have always known that I was pregnant because I fall asleep when I'm not supposed to. I'm not a napper. Before I had kids, I never napped. For my 2nd pregnancy, I was at school. I was doing my master's degree. I'm still doing my master's degree. And I was in class and I fell asleep. And my friend came to wake me up. She's like, hey, are you okay? Because it was so weird that I was just napping out of nowhere. We used to do 12 hours of classes a day. And so people napped all the time. It was a pretty normal thing that someone would go outside, but that was never me. I was in my living room this time and the kids were playing and I just fell asleep. And my husband came out, he's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine, I just fell asleep. And I was trying not to tell him, right? Because in the past 2, he's been all like, I knew you were pregnant. So this time I was like, I want him to be like, whoa, I didn't know you were pregnant. So like I said, I found out at 8 DPO. So it wasn't really a 2-week wait for me. Everybody calls it a 2-week wait. I didn't wait 14 days. I waited 8 days. So it was kind of like a 1-week wait. I'm grateful for that because I go crazy not knowing whether I'm pregnant or not. The last thing that tipped me off that I might be pregnant is that I was driving and I had gone out to go to HomeSense by myself, and I was in the car and I thought about the fact that I could be pregnant. I started crying. I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe that I would be blessed with another baby. Like, I already have 2 wonderful, amazing babies, and a lot of people don't get a chance to have any babies. And a lot of people try for years to have a baby, and it hit me that like how easy it's been for me and how blessed I've been in my pregnancies and in my babies and in getting pregnant, and it just like overwhelmed me and I started crying. I do cry pretty easily, let's be real. I don't usually just cry in the middle of the day kind of thing. I was watching Jane the Virgin and I had already seen Jane the Virgin in its entirety, and if you guys haven't seen it, well, spoiler alert, Michael dies. And I knew he died and I wasn't like that affected by it because I was definitely Team Raphael, so don't hate me. And he dies And I just broke down. My husband came in, he's like, are you okay? What's wrong? And I was like, he died. And I just kind of like, I didn't understand. Like, you know, she loved him so much. Like, it was just so sad. And my husband's like, it's okay. Like, you knew it was going to happen. I'm like, no, you know, this happens to people in real life. They just lose their spouses. And like, it's just miserable. I can't imagine life without my spouse. He's my best friend. And he's been so amazing to me and to our children. So I started crying, and that's how I was like, I think I am pregnant. And so anyways, I took that test at ATPO. I mentioned that it was a little weird for me because I took the test in the morning at ATPO and it was negative. And I was like, okay, I don't think I'm pregnant because I feel like it would be like a slight positive by now. Like my last pregnancy is at 9, it was pretty positive. So at 8, it should be pretty obvious. But it wasn't. And then I remembered, I was reading like something, and I remembered that for some reason, my first morning urine, which is supposed to be what you're supposed to test with, never works well. Went on no hold so that it was super concentrated. I tried a test there and it was super clear. And so then I tried a first response and I was like, oh my god, I'm actually pregnant. The camera stopped recording for me again. Just decides like, okay, I think you've talked for long enough. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. So that's how I knew I was pregnant. And that's how I found out I was pregnant. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will be keeping you guys updated. My next video is going to be a 4 to 8 week pregnancy update, and then I will do an 8 to 12 week update, and then I will do weekly updates from there, hopefully, because that's what I've always wanted to do, and so I hope I keep up with that. And so if you guys have not subscribed and you wish to follow my journey, then please do subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!